Pratyakshanumana Pramanani reads the 1.7th Yoga Sutra, which is translated as right knowledge consists of sense perception, logic, and verbal testimony. This sutra can be written in four separate words, which are Pratyaksh, Anuman, Agamaha, and Pramanani. The last word, Pramanani, is the plural of Praman, which is the first of the five vrittis, and it means epistemology or sources of right knowledge. The first three words of this sutra tells us about the sources of right knowledge. Here, Patanjali is emphasizing on the fact that knowledge could come from many different sources, but it can be considered to be right only if it comes from three sources mentioned in this sutra. So then, what are these three sources of right knowledge or praman? In our day to day experience, we strongly believe in something if we have perceived it directly with our own sense organs. If we see something happening in front of us with our own eyes, no further confirmation from any other source is required. And this is what Patanjali calls pratyaksh. But it is not possible to have a direct experience of everything in this universe. So, the next level of right knowledge is what we get from reliable sources, which is called as agam. For example, scientists have established through rigorous scientific methods that our blood has hemoglobin, which is responsible for carrying oxygen throughout our body. And we all have accepted this as a fact since it comes from a reliable source. Here, it is important to remember that for the obtained knowledge to be called as agam, it is necessary to establish that the source is reliable. And this can be done by comparing knowledge obtained from two or more sources that we consider reliable. If there is a contradiction, at least one of them is likely to be wrong. Although we receive a lot of knowledge through pratyaksh or agam, it is still insufficient for decision making. Hence, this has to be augmented by a rational process of drawing inferences from existing praman. And this inferential right knowledge is called anuman or approximation. For example, human beings went out into space only a few decades back, but many centuries before that, the great scientists of India and Greece could figure out using inference or anuman that the earth is round and not flat. So, Patanjali says that there are only three sources of pramana or right knowledge, and they are pratyaksh, anuman, and agam. Let us now look into these individual words more closely. The word pratyaksh is made up of two words, prati plus akshi or aksham, where prati means towards. Although the word aksh refers to eyes, it is here treated as a representative term for all the sensory organs. Hence, pratyaksh refers to sense evidence or direct cognition. The second word is anuman, which consists of the prefix anu, which means to follow, and the word man, which refers to something already known. Therefore, anuman means to infer or approximate from things already known. Finally, the word agam, which is used as a synonym for scriptures. It refers to reliable and authentic testimony, which, in the context of yoga, is usually considered to be that of the scriptures like the Vedas and the Upanishads. It is important to note that among the three sources of Praman, Patanjali considers Pratyaksh to be superior, mainly because yoga is essentially an experiential science, which means that each practitioner's own subjective experience is the actual measure of their progress on the path of yoga. This point is made more explicit by Patanjali later in the Sutra 1.49. However, let us always remember that as Patanjali emphasized in the Sutra 1.6, all the five vrittis, including Praman, can be both klishta or aklishta, that is, detrimental or conducive to the practice of yoga. Now, after dealing with the sources of acquiring right knowledge, the next sutra tells us about what constitutes wrong knowledge or viparyaya vritti. Till then, stay connected.